the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is July 19, 2024. It is 2 o'clock on the dot. I'm gonna have probably 2 videos, maybe 3, but I don't think I'll have enough time to record 3 videos. So on this video, I have about 12 tweets to share with you. Hopefully I go over them really quickly, and there's a possibility I might read an article so I could know more about it. That's regarding Omid Scobie. And if I do another video, that will be for our Port of Pure service. This is my other channel that I have. It's not monetized, and it's about Invictus, Dominic Reed, and some other things that I saw that I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, so let's get started. First, let's look at the background of this channel. For record purposes, you could always skip it. You don't need to watch it. As a matter of fact, before I started recording, I was looking at to see if all of my videos are in good standing, and I realized I did a short video on my phone and I never made it public. So I just made this short video public. Let me see how many people have seen. That number 1 view is me, so it's not anybody else. Okay, 3,947 subscribers. If there are any new subscribers, welcome. Estimate revenue $28.80. Analytics, let's see, 345 views. Okay, there's another video that I put out yesterday, because I just put that other video public. It overwrite, the front page. This video right here, that's reminiscence and inspiring. This a video that YouTube had flagged, and I fixed it and re-uploaded. I sort of, there it is here again. I fixed it, but YouTube did not remove that money dollar sign. It's in yellow, it should be in green. So when it's in yellow, it's limited. So when I realized they then changed it, so I just keep it, made it private, redo it, re-upload it, and there it is here. Okay, so that's that. Let's go on Twitter. Okay, this will be for our Port of Pew service if I do record again. Okay, so let's get started. First video, Throwback Thursday. One of the things that's been happening with the squad is that they try not to report on the nonsense that's going on in the UK, you know, the tabloid type of thing, but instead the squad been posting a lot of pictures and, you know, things that Harry and Meghan have done and things like that. And yeah, so that's pretty much that. So this is the first tweet, and this one is going back to some of the things that happened to Harry and Meghan. Okay, Throwback Thursday. Let's see if it's bigger. Okay, slightly bigger. Remember when Princess Meghan sued Viscount Rothermer's Daily Fell and the racist royals, and their friend and the taxi British media were outraged because the royals never explained, never complained, and the American didn't understand what it was to be a royal. Yet, in his summary judgment, which the appeal court affirmed, one of the cases the judge cited was Prince Charles' case against the Daily Fell for basically the same claim as Princess Meghan, and just like Princess Meghan, he won on summary judgment and it was affirmed on appeal. That's regarding the privacy case where they print her letter, and during that time they were literally trying to discourage her. The the lawyer for the for the firm was trying to discourage her. When they were giving her the runaround, she just decided to go and get her own lawyer. Okay, so let's see here. Should I just read what she underlined? Okay, you could pause and read everything else, but I'm just gonna read what she underlined. Okay, let me just read the whole paragraph. Okay. On fair dealing, the judge said that his previous analysis led, quote, ineluctably to the conclusion that this defense could not succeed. The defendant's case identified 5 current events broadly summarized as 1. The claimant's relationship with her father, 2. The People article disclosing the existence of the letter, 3. Mr. Markle's reaction to the People's article, 4. Mr. Markle's dispute with the version put into the public domain, and 5. His dispute with the version of the claimant's conduct toward him, and part 2 of 5 arguably qualified as public events. The only requirement of the defense which was satisfied was the acknowledgement of the author. Summary judgment dismissing fair dealing defense had been given, and Hyde Park Residents Limited, Yearland, there's that case here, I believe, Ashdown versus Telegraph Group, and there's this here, HRH, Prince of Wales, Associated Newspapers Limited, 2008, Chapter 57, guidance was to be found, and Ashdown at 70, approving an extract from Lady Prescott and Victoria, The Modern Law of Copyright and Design. Okay? By far, the most important factor is whether the alleged fair dealing is in fact commercially competing with the proprietor exploitation of the copyright work. Okay, so you could pause and read the rest. One of the things that I'm thinking as I'm editing this video is that the newspaper must have thought, I don't know what was in their mind to think it was okay to do that when previously not only Charles have sued the paper for printing his letter. They must have thought like Meghan is completely brain dead for them to do that, and then for the palace must have thought that they have full control of Meghan, that they will not let her sue. They didn't think Meghan will go outside of their periphery, hire her own lawyer to pursue the case. They really thought that they had full control of her. That's the only way I could think of this, for the paper to feel it was okay to do that. And let's not forget, it was an inside job, because how did the paper knows that the letter was written? Okay, so there's a lot of other videos where I talk about that, but this just crossed my mind. For the paper to feel like it was okay to do it, they must have thought they had full control of Meghan. Okay, so that's that. Let's get back to the original recording. So let's go back. So there's one comment. Okay, they always lie. They do exactly the same thing, but when Meghan does it, they lie about it, claiming that it's unprecedented and unroyal. They claim it's not about her race. What is it then? Her height, her weight, her nationality? Please explain. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the second tweet that I have. Now, this is a good news that came yesterday. The first one that I read was a while ago. Okay, so this is the next big news, and I think the next 2 or 3 tweets are making reference to that. That's Omid tweet. When my next book project was announced in March, I said it was the start of something very special, and here's another reason why. I'm beyond excited to share that Universal TV have acquired the rights to Royal Span, and we are turning it into a show. Okay, I will read this article, and the link will be in the description. If I don't finish read it all, you could always read it yourself. The world of Royal Span began in my daydreams while covering the royal beat, and I'm so lucky to be working with the most talented people to bring it to life. Showrunner and writer extraordinaire Emily Fax 215. Let's see here who she is. Okay, I can untie any knot. What can you do? All right. So that's pretty much that she said about herself. My co-author and now EP, Robin Benway. Okay, National Book Award winning and New York Times best-selling author, drinker of coffee, keeper of Armani friend to all, well, most she and her. Okay, and of course Universal TV. So there's that. He said thank you. So there's me here. Big congrats to Omid. I'm very happy for you. Congrats, my friend. And everybody else is pretty much saying congratulations. These are some of the squad who's saying congrats. So let's go into it and see what they say. That's from Deadline. Omid Scobie Buckingham Palace book Royal Span lands at Universal TV for series development with writer Emily Fax. Exclusive good news for TV viewers who can't seem to get enough of the British royal family. Following the end of The Crown, another high-profile drama series set in that world is coming together. It hails from Omid Scobie, co-author of Finding Freedoms, Harry and Meghan, and The Making of a Modern Royal Family, and author of Endgame, 2 of the most talked about books on the royals in the past few years. Following a major bidding war, Universal Television has acquired the right to Scobie and Robin Benway's upcoming book Royal Span for series development. I hear 9 studios pursue the title, resulting in 7-figure offer. I mean, the other royal rats, they love to write make-up stuff, nonsense. Why can't they do the same thing? Make it into a movie. At least people will know, you know, this is an imaginary thing or whatever. But for them, they rather make believe they're telling news in a fake story way. Good for Omid. I'm very happy for him. So let's continue. Marking Scobie's fiction debut, Royal Span, is a fish out of water workplace drama which follows an American press agent who leaves behind her high-octane career in DC for a communication job at Buckingham Palace. Scobie, a journalist, author, and broadcaster who has covered the British royal family since 2011, conceived the story. He is developing and co-creating the series with TV writer-producer showrunner Emily Fax. What I'm sensing here, writing is a very artful kind of thing. Omid knows how to write books, but when you're writing a screenplay, it's different than writing a book. So I think this is why he is co-writing or co-producing this, is it co-creating? He is developing and co-creating the series with TV writer. There it is. TV writer, producer, showrunner Emily Fox. So he could put his input. This is purely speculation from me, based on what I'm reading here. He could have input on how certain things work within his expertise and writing stories about the royal family. And now the TV writer producer can now rearrange Omid's term of writing into a script. So when they say this actor will be saying this and that actor will say this, and then the mood, trying to write the feeling, the narrator, in terms of how you place yourself and the scene and all of that. This is what I'm getting from that. This is why it's being co-developing and co-creating with this TV writer. And my humble opinion, I am a terrible writer. I don't have that major expertise in writing. Okay, extraordinary playlist, who will write the pilot script and serve as showrunner, Fox, Scobie, and Benway, all executive produce. And royal span with the British monarchy. One thing I'm wondering, where was it in this paragraph here, where they're saying there was following the major bidding war, Universal Television has acquired the right to the Scobie and Robin Benway. So from the beginning, it was both of them. For a minute, I was thinking it was Scobie's the only one who was, who did it. And then, so it's both of them from the beginning. Okay, never mind what I was thinking. So let's continue. Scobie, a journalist, author, and broadcaster who has covered the British royal family since 2011, conceived the story. He is developing and co-creating the series with TV writer, producer, showrunner Emily Fox. Okay, The Watchful Eye, Zoe Extraordinary Playlist, who will write the pilot script and serve as showrunner, Fox, Scobie, and Benway, all executive produce. And royal span with the British monarchy reeling from a wave of scandals, young American political Lauren O'Connell is plucked from the White House to breathe new life into the Buckingham Palace communications team and help end the royal family's streak of bad press. But in an institution steeped in tradition and strict protocol, change isn't easy or welcome. That's a playbook from Meghan's side. Okay, so he's taking it from his perspective, Omid that is, as the reporter, and turn it into that communication kind of thing, communication team. Alright, it turns out the royal household can be just as messy and confusing as Capitol Hill. Faced with never-ending culture clash, displeased royal aide with intimidating titles, the things they've been throwing at Meghan, and risky new love interests, this fish out of water is determined to prove she's got what it takes and might even find herself in the process. Offering a fresh take that beautifully blends wit and romance, Royal Span is a deeply entertaining exploration of the world-enduring fascination with the royal family, said Vivian Cannon, Universal TV Development. We're delighted to have landed the right to this fascinating story and thrilled to be collaborating with Emily, Omid, and Robin to bring it to life for TV audiences. Royal Span, co-written by Scobie and Benway, marks the first collaboration between the two. That's what, this is why I think he's working with her, because he can turn his idea into more of a script. It was TV script, that is. It was unveiled at the London Book Fair in March and hit the US TV marketplace at around that time, getting interest from a slew of buyers. We're so excited to be partnering with Universal Television and the adaptation of Royal Span. You know who I'm thinking of as I'm reading this? Because she had the US marketplace and she used to work for CNN. But she went on the freaking berserk kind of situation that her father lured her into of lying to the people. That's Barbie. Okay? The squad call her Barbie. She could have done something like that too, but instead, rather take a few bucks from YouTubers and to lie her teeth out. Let's continue. Said facts. Scobie and Benway in a joint statement, quote, "No show or book has ever gone inside the frenzies world of the Buckingham Palace press office, and we can't wait to throw Lauren, our young American protagonist, fresh from the White House communication team, into a deep end of it." Yeah, that's almost a playbook of Meghan, okay, coming from the US as an actress, going over there, you know, marrying to the royal family, and then they throw those nonsense, the deep protocol, but he spin it into more of what they call this, from the White House communication team to the you know, Buckingham Palace communication team. That's a very good thing. All right, a great idea. The fish out of water premise, culture clash, and romance of royal span have a little bit of Emily of Paris feel to it. The story also draws parallels to Meghan Markle's experience as an American woman being thrust into the world of British royal family. That's what I think too. Yeah, that's Omid is very smart. He stick with principle. He does his news based on his perspective, and then the freaking lying royal rats team up to bash him. There was a tweet that I read of Omid. It's probably still on his timeline on Twitter, where he said, I think it was on Twitter that I read it, where he said he wait when there's a story, they all the royal rats who's been lying to the public, you know, he will wait until they put out their stories first before he put his, because when he comes out with his first, they bash on him. So he always wait until, you know, after, you know, the Meghan things start coming out, and then he's not playing their games and they start turning on him. So he said he just wait. I'm paraphrasing. He wait until the others, the lying royal rats, put their stories first, then he will put his, because they're usually in the same room reporting on the same thing, but for some reason the others always have a alternative universe type of version of the event. So he will wait until they put theirs first, and then he put his. He was in no rush to put anything out. All right, so that's that. And yes, it makes me think of Meghan going over there. That's exactly that. I didn't even read this paragraph, and that's exactly what I was getting. Okay, fax writing and producing credit, and also the reason they were having a bidding war for it is because they see her suit have been very well received, you know, after it's been done with for more than, I don't know, 7 or 8 years since Meghan left, but people are still you know, for it. And you see it's being played in the UK now. Okay, fax writing and producing credit include freedoms, the watch, okay, freeform. Okay, fax writing and producing credit includes freeforms, the Watchful Eyes, VH1's Hindsight, Bravo's Girlfriend Guide to Divorce. Okay, so these are the things that she's written. NBC Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, Netflix Daydream, and this is all of her things. Okay, in addition to his book on the royal family, Scobie is a long-time contributor for ABC News and Good Morning America and Harper's Bazaar editor-at-large. He ripped by UTA and Henson Jacobson, Taylor Haberman Newman, Warren Richmond, Rush Caller, Gelman, Way and Fax. Benway is a best-selling author of 9 books for young adults, including Far From the Tree and upcoming The Girls of Skylark Lane, which have been published in more than 25 countries. She is repped by UTA. Alright, so congratulations to him. Alright, so back to this. And I read this and people were pretty much congratulating him. The link of the article is in the description. So let's go to the next tweet. These are people making reference to Omid's big news. So there's that. This is Deadline Hollywood. Following the end of Crown, another high-profile drama series set in that world is coming together. It hails from Omid Scobie, co-author of Finding Freedom, Harry and Meghan, and the Making of Modern Royal Family, and author Endgame, 2 of the most talked about books. There's more. books on the royals in the past few years. Okay, so this is look like things that I've already read. Following a major bidding war, Universal Television has acquired the right to Scobie and Robin Benway's upcoming book Royal Span for serious development. I hear 9 studios pursue the title, resulting in 7-figure offers. Okay, so I read the whole article and the link of it is in the description. Okay, well, that's gonna be fascinating coming from a guy who lied. Nah, he didn't lie. He's just the one who tell his... The lie part, I guess when they're saying who called the... I'm thinking this is where this person is making reference to about who names the racist royal. Okay, he literally said this is... he didn't make reference to that. Whoever wrote this did not say that, but saying his line. Omid is the only person who tells the truth based on his perspective. The rest are full-blown liars.
We're going to be doing a post-match analysis of Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah, which is obviously coming out in a few days' time.
My name is Victoria Arbiter, A-R, B as in boy, I-T-E-R, and I am royal commentator for CNN.
Richard Fitzwilliams, royal commentator.
Ingrid Seward, I'm editor-in-chief of Majesty magazine.
You've not seen the interview yet, have you?
No.
No, great. I think we have a fair idea of where the interview's going, and we have a fair idea.
We do, definitely.
Okay, great. Are you ready to go? Brilliant. Okay, let's go.
What was your overall impression of the interview?
I think that this was an extremely hard-hitting interview.
In the interview, to my mind, this was an actress giving one of her great performances. From start to finish, Meghan was acting.
Do you think, looking back now, that Oprah went rather soft on Harry and Meghan?
I think the interview was really an iron fist in a velvet glove.
She did ask the tough questions. She had to ask the tough questions.
We're going to be doing a post-match analysis of Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah, which is obviously coming out in a few days.
The rest are full-blown liars. In his last book, The Endgame, he said that, Omid, and I have the clip, his manuscript was written in English.
The book's available in a number of languages, and unfortunately I can't speak Dutch, so I haven't seen the copy for myself, but if there have been any translation errors, I'm sure the publishers got it under control. For me, I edited and wrote the English version.
So his book was translated in different languages, but for some reason, in one language, I don't remember which language it was, in one of the languages, I think it was Dutch. One of the Dutch version of Endgame, they claimed that there was the racist royals.
For me, I edited and wrote the English version. There's never been a version that I've produced that has names in it. The book.
2 names came out. It was Charles and what's the other one? And Kate. Now, Omid said in his manuscript, he didn't say anything. He didn't name any names. But for some reason, that Dutch version, only the Dutch version, the English, the Spanish, I'm assuming, all the other languages that the book was translated to, did not name any name, only the Dutch. How can this be possible? And it was only one person that I came across who said the names. It was, what's his name? Piers Morgan.
I will never believe it. But now we can start the process of finding out if they ever got uttered, what the context was, and whether there was any racial intent at all. Like I say, I don't believe there was. The royals who are named in this book are King Charles and Catherine, Princess of Wales.
But Omid said he didn't say anything in his script. Okay? He only write in English. His transcript was in English. He didn't name any names. But for some reason, only the Dutch version, said the name of the racist royal. If this is what this person is making reference to. I don't know what came about it. And he stuck to his gun. Omid stuck to his gun. He said he didn't name any name. So whoever decided to insert that in the Dutch version, I don't know how Omid deal with it. Nothing came about it. Alright, so let's these are the people who's trying to, let me see, I'm pretty sure there won't be that many subscribers. Yeah, it's probably one of the bots. All right, let's just black. All right, so let's go to the next one. It's making reference to it as well. I could have responded to it, but let me not waste my time. It's already 2:26. Next tweet. Okay, this is one of the squad who's retweeting Omid's thing, and I'm not gonna go into it because I started with his tweet. Okay, it's funny how this royal correspondent who once had cordial relationship with Omid Scobie ostracized and defame him simply for reporting the truth. You see, this is what I was telling you. Okay, he's the only one who's telling the truth, but the others are lying, and they turn on him because he didn't lie on his thing. And you see what I just read, and I just black. These are the bats who's trying to discredit him. Okay, look at them now and look at him. His books have outperformed theirs, and many TV movie networks bid for his upcoming fiction books. There's that here. The royal voter are largely becoming extinct because no one cares enough about the UK royals to keep them employed. Like I can tell you, the last time I heard from Emily Andrews, Camilla Tominey has largely moved on to politics. Yep, Richard Palmer was made redundant, laughing myself. You're now relying on clickbait YouTube videos, troll style. Okay, so there's that. The funny thing is they'll never understand Omid bet on the right horse. He saw the value in Harry and Meghan. He then turned on them when it was cool. That's right. To do so, he kept his reporting firmly behind that couple. Yeah, this is what I was telling you earlier. He just report and then he wait until the others put theirs out, and then she didn't say that, but he sort of make reference to it though. Okay, I'm glad that Omid, who was the only one who then turned on the couple, is living a successful life and his projects are getting bigger and better. Good for him. I'm glad he's winning, and the rest of the voter are decidedly not. What does he working on this time? Nine Studio wanted it. Okay, I'm happy for him. Those toxic British media are so jealous of anyone and anything that outperform them. And the thing is that they'll prefer lying. They don't know, once people find out you lying, nobody wants to deal with you. Next tweet. Okay, some people, because not everybody so look at Richard Eden popped up on my side here. I blacked. Okay, that's because she mentioned it here. I love this for Richard Eden, the jealous troll who will never be successful. Only Daily Fail will employ him. Eat this, Richard. Why you spend the squad or something? She literally tagged him. All right, and that's the retweet of Omid thing. Congratulations, Omid. There's me laughing. Okay, is Maureen upset? Okay, he's big, mad, and jealous. Let's see here. Oh, there he is. There's the screenshot of it. But who will play Scobie? Definitely not you. Okay, are you jealous, Richard? People responding. Oh my goodness, the picture that they put. Okay, pathetic Maureen, forever bootlicker, unable to earn a six-figure salary, his entire life reliant on clicks to support himself, denigrating those who pay him thus. He's a laughing stock, a weakling unable to be marketable and anything else but gossip mongering and engineering lies. You see, that's it. That's all they do, engineering lies. That's the laugh here. Don't worry, Maureen is getting his dog food as extra payment. Laughing my ass off. That's an ad. Okay, getting paid and dog food may be all he's worth. Okay, OMG, I die. Piers Morgan must be screaming, crying, and throwing up. Okay, at Maureen is nasty work. There's that. Good job. Next tweet. Now we are moving into Paley regarding Tyler Perry. I report on this. Oh no, this one is not about. Okay, these. What I was coming across with, I'm telling you, the squad be unearthing, digging, and find some really good things. Is that there's some stuff about Meghan, who's been with Paley type of thing. So this is the next tweet. Loving this old post of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, from the Paley Center for Media. She's now part of the Paley Honors Tribute Host Committee, which will honor her friend and daughter Princess Elizabeth's godfather, Tyler Perry, at the gala in Los Angeles on December 4th. Okay, so that's a retweet of this. There's no comment, so I'm going straight into that. That was back, let's pause. That was back in January 14. Meghan and Patrick talk suit. At the Paley Center event on January 14, 2013, back in 2013, Patrick J. Adams, Mike Ross, revealed how he teases Meghan Markle, Rachel Zane, about his other love interest on suit. Alright, so there's a YouTube video. I'm not even gonna click it. You guys could go and search for it. Alright, so I'm just only playing this part. It's 1 minute and 14 seconds. Let's listen.
I heard a story that during season 1, you used to talk up the actresses playing Mike's other love interests to Meghan.
Oh, where'd you hear that?
In an attempt to make her reactions to him more authentic.
She would be sitting in the makeup trailer, and I would have just shot a scene with Jenny or something. And Meghan, I know that Meghan knows I've been shooting a scene with Jenny.
By the way, they've continued with Tess. So
Yeah. But you were kind of on to me by Tess. So I'd walk into the makeup trailer and just kind of be down at the end. I'd be like, God, it's the connection is just so just like, it's this deep work we're doing together, and there's just, it's like we don't even have to talk. It's just like, yeah. And you'd see her down at the end just going like,
I'm like rollers in my hair. I'm like, what am I supposed to do now?
Yeah. So I tried to layer that in, and then we'd get into a scene, or she'd have a scene with Jenny or see Jenny, and it was just lasers. Right? And Tess actually did it with her too. When Tess came in, she was doing that a little bit too. She was like just playing it up. Yeah, she was very method. She was just seeing her steam coming out of her ear. So yeah, we have a little bit of that going on.
That's so fun.
I love torture.
I heard
good guy. Patrick J. Adams, good guy. Very good guy. All of the cast, oh my God. The support they gave Meghan. Wow, unbelievable. Okay, Mike and Rachel had such great on-screen chemistry. Mike and Rachel had the best chemistry. The show fell off when they left. And also, let's not forget, when Meghan started dating Harry, and once the royal family was aware that Harry and Meghan were dating, they start inserting themselves into the script. They wanted to know what the script was all about, and they start putting their BS into it.
Here's the word the royal family did not want Meghan Markle saying on her hit series Suits. The show's creator, Aaron Korsh, reveals in a new interview with The Hollywood Reporter that Buckingham Palace once requested a piece of Meghan's dialogue be removed from a script. He admits the royal family weighed in on some stuff. Not many things, by the way, but a few things that we wanted to do and couldn't do. And it was a little irritating. Aaron goes on to explain that the royals had an issue with the British colloquial term poppycock, which Meghan's character Rachel was supposed to say to her love interest in the show, Mike, played by Patrick J. Adams. But that didn't fly with Harry's fam. Explaining that in real life, his wife's family uses the term, the TV creator shares in the episode, Mike and Rachel were going to have a thing, and as a nod to my in-laws, we were going to have her say, my family would say poppycock. And the royal family did not want her saying the word. Aaron adds, we had to change it to bullshit instead of poppycock, and I did not like it because I told my in-laws that it was going to be in the show. Aaron admits he doesn't know which member of the royal family or staff requested the change. Of course, Meghan's time on the network series began before Harry, back in 2011. The pair's love story began in 2016. Her final appearance on the legal drama actually aired just weeks before the royal wedding in 2018.
And I think that's why, in my humble opinion, Meghan left quicker than she would have, because they were making things unbearable for the cast. So she left. In my humble opinion, I don't know if she ever touched bases on that. I know during their engagement, she talked about her leaving the show. She's been there for 7 years and whatnot. But I think she left much quicker than she wanted to. They could have easily write things off in a different way, but it was becoming unbearable for the cast, and then the royal family inserting themselves into the script, erasing this, doing that, trying to sabotage her career before she even married Harry, in my humble opinion. All right, so let's not forget that part as well. Okay, I'm still not watching it, not hooking me up. I said, that's fine. You have a choice. You don't have, but why you here though? Okay, you just lying to yourself, because if I don't want to watch these things and don't want to get connected or attached to it, I see this, I'll just move on. Love them, amazing chemistry. Let me see what some people said before I black. Okay, I can't see it, so forget it. Alright, so you don't have to watch. Nobody's putting a gun on your head to watch, but you're still here to tell us BS. Okay, the best thing is just move on. Next tweet. The close bond between Princess Meghan and Doria is special. Their relationship stays solid through the toughest of time. A mother so loving, loyal, and hold her daughter close. Not just mom and daughter, they are friends. A cool mama she loves to hang with anytime and place. Love it. Yeah. What was it? In one of her podcasts where they put that in, I think Meghan was recording and Ms Doria called. And the way they respond to each other is just lovely. It's just lovely. Okay, so these are the pictures and all of that. Okay, so there's no comment. Let's go to the next one. Next tweet. All right. Remember why Tyler Perry chose to reach out to Meghan before her wedding to Prince Harry in 2018 via their mutual publicist? Tyler Perry, quote, I'm not a royal watcher, but I saw something about her father and the revelation that he staged and sold photos to the press. Okay, and it continued. Oh, wow. I didn't know it was that long. Okay, so she wrote a thread regarding it. Yeah, I found it to be hurtful if he were my father. I can't even imagine this woman finding the man that she loved, the man of her dream, and him being a prince and having to walk into all of that madness and need the security of your family. And also, let's not forget, that's what it was perceived, and that was the plan, making it believe it was a one-sided type of thing. We thought, at least for me, I thought it was one-sided thing. It was only Meghan's side of the family, her from her father's side, who was doing all of that. But it comes to find out the other side was stirring the pot to make the other side be up front, to make it seem like her side of the family is bad, but it was the other side of the family stirring the pot, paying and have their royal rights to go and try to make the other side talk. It's very cynical, very cynical. And I've said this so many times, all of this were meant to be, because I think God had a better plan for Harry and Meghan. So at least from the beginning, everybody was revealing themselves. So when God is preparing them to the bigger thing ahead, so Harry and Meghan will know who should be in their circle. All right, so let's get back to the original recording. And then have your father do something horrible things. When my life changed and success started to come, family members became different people, and I know how hurtful and horrible it can be. I immediately empathized with her. This was before the wedding, and I sent her a note just praying for her, just to be able to move through it and hold on, and let her know that everything in her life had prepared her for this moment. Also, I thought, Meghan, quote, he sent me a letter before the wedding just saying he was praying for me and that if I ever need anything, he will be there. Months and months and months went by, and then one day when we were in Canada, I had called him. Wow. Yep, finally. After years, at that point, first time we ever spoke, and I was just a wreck. I was just crying and crying. Sometimes it's just easier to open up to someone who knows nothing at all. And that was that moment with me and Tyler. If you go back to some of my videos, hopefully YouTube then, flagged them, and then I had to mute certain part. You could see in some of those old videos on PYTE, when I'm reading some tweets and I put my input into those things, it's like you could feel the pain of that woman. It's like unbelievable. This is how human treats other human. It's just unbelievable. Let's continue. Tyler Perry, Meghan was afraid of them destroying her. or going crazy or them making her think she was crazy. I knew the symptom. I knew what it was like. This woman was abused, and so was he. Thank you, Tyler Perry. Thank you for reminding us. Okay, that's an ad. Okay, this one is someone who responded to her thread. Thank you for reminding us. And there's no more comment. Let's move on. Next tweet. I have 3 more after this, and I think they're making reference to Tyler Perry. Hollywood. The Paley Center announced on July 17 that Perry, 54, will be honored at the Paley Honor Gala in Beverly Hills on December 4th. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are among the tribute chair. Read more. Okay, below. That's here, pointing here. Alright, let's see the screenshot. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are celebrating their daughter's godfather Tyler Perry with special honor. Perry, who is a godfather to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex daughter, Princess Elizabeth, helped the couple when they first moved to the US together. This is by Stephanie Petite. Tyler Perry will receive the Paley Center for Media's highest honor, and Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are among the crew leading the celebration. Oh my goodness, I would love to hear what both of them had to say about Tyler before, as they welcoming him. I would love to hear what they say. I'm sure there will be some personal experiences and touch and explain to the people who's in the room who probably didn't hear or know some of the things that Tyler did for them. Okay, the Paley Center announced on July 17 that Perry, 54, will be honored at the Paley Honor Gala in Beverly Hills on December 4th. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are among the tribute chair, along with Whoopi Goldberg, Gayle King, Taraji P. Henson, George Lucas, Kerry Washington, and more. Why is it? George Lucas is husband to Melody Hobson, I believe. Right? Just look at the screen. Probably when I'm editing, I'll put it. Okay, there's the laugh here. I have a question. Will the Derangers complain that Harry and Meghan will be attending the award ceremony of the provider of Freedom Flight on December 4th? There's a laugh here, knowing how mentally unstable they are. Alright, meanwhile, the British media, Harry and Meghan have no friends, go nowhere, and are the most unpopular couple in the world. Harry and Meghan are really missing life in the royal family. Not. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. I believe this is making reference to Tyler Perry as well. Oh, nope, it's just pictures. Maybe I misarranged it. Alright. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Princess Meghan and Prince Harry being the hottest royal couple. There's that here. There's a link. Lately, the squad try not to click on every link because I think there's stuff incentive and all of that. And I believe this was in Nigeria. The last day when they was watching the polo match. Okay, Queen of Comeback Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, has made a triumphant return to social media with a brand new project. Did she? The only thing that this must be old. I'm not gonna click on it. The only thing I could think of is American Orchard, but there's nothing that posted that she shared on that IG post. It's just the logo that's still there. I'll check later. Okay, Tyler Perry called Queen Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, princess while wishing her happy birthday, and royalists lost it completely. Okay, so these are old. Okay, I remember that. This is old. Okay, Tyler Perry called Queen Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. Okay, is that the same thing I just read? That's repeat. Completely wild. Completely wild. That's repeat. Queen of Comeback, Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, had made a triumph return to social... Okay, why is it so repeating? Okay, cheers. The global queen Grace UK, and the excitement and the war could not be missed. Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, is back in the UK for One Young World Summit in Manchester. Okay, these are old. So these are old articles. Okay, so that was what? 2 years ago? That's around the time when the queen passed. Okay, because when she came back to the UK, very popular, there was all those laughters, cheering, people wanted to see her, and then she went to Germany, trying to leading up to the 1 year. okay, for Invictus Germany. And then while she's in Germany, the Queen passed. And then she was supposed to come back to the UK with Harry for Well Child, and that was cancelled. Okay, based on my memory, you guys could correct me, based on my memory. And then they canceled the Well Child event, and then the Queen funeral, and then they went on a frenzy bashing her completely, ignore the Queen's legacy and everything like that. Okay, whether you like the Queen or not, this is subjective. All right, but they went on a frenzy throughout the week, just bashing her, humiliate her, and ever since then, after that, she never stepped back in the UK. My goodness, may God continue to protect her. She went through hell for absolutely no reason. It's not like I'm comparing her with Jesus, but when you see the devil is at work, it's the same thing that happened to Jesus. They humiliate him, trash him until they kill him, made him carry his own cross to crucify him. And then what I've learned is that the picture we've been, you know what, let me not go into religion, never mind, okay? So these are the devil at work. When I say evil originated in the UK, it's proving me every day I'm sort of right. I threw it out as a humble opinion, but every day these people are proving me right. And this is not to say it's all of the Brits that are like that, but the one who's carrying out the smear campaign. And then they're bringing it here in the US as well. They're doing the same thing. And thank God, many Americans, I'm crossing my finger and hope to God help us, that they don't succeed. Okay? And maybe this is a pivotal moment where we change course, because the world is waiting for America to turn evil. I mean, if you live outside of the US, this might be subjective already. You might say, yeah, it is evil already. But when you live within it, that's me now, for instance, where I exclude some of the Brits who are not the same as the devil who's spewing nonsense, making the whole entire UK look bad. So I'm in the same boat here. But when you look at the side that's always going berserk, who's always trying to create war, the GOP, when you look at, for instance, majority of wars that happen in the US, where US is part of, is the GOP. Okay, the same group as the Tories type of people. You see their behavior, the same thing. Okay, so these are the same connection here. It's like the extension of the UK over here. But anyway, let me not go into it. Okay, so she's repeating, these are things that have already happened, and she blagged about it. So let me leave that alone, and I don't want to create a long video, and I'm almost an hour already. So we're back to Tyler Perry type of topic. There's this here. The Paley Center for Media will honor Tyler Perry at its Paley Honor Gala in Beverly Hills on December 4th. The Paley Center has convened Perry's friends and colleagues as part of its Paley Honor Tribute Host Committee, including Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Alright, so there's this here. The Paley Center for Media. These are the names. Alright, they're named down here. Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and there's all of the names: Gayle King, Whoopi Goldberg, Ariel, Emmanuel. Here are the names, okay? Oh, there's Melody Hobson and George Lucas. That's her husband. I didn't look it up yet, but Melody Hobson and George Lucas, I think that's husband and wife. Okay, these are some powerful house people here. Okay, the Paley Honors tribute to Tyler Perry, December 4th, 2024. Okay, the Paley Honor Award presented by the Paley Center for Media is the organization's highest honor. The Paley Honors recognizes individuals whose groundbreaking achievements in media have consistently set the bar for excellence. The Paley Center is the one. While I'm reading this, I'm thinking there's a tweet that I read. I'm probably gonna look for it because I responded to it and she liked my comment, where I think it had to do with one of Tom Cruise's movie. It's an Asian actor whose part was cut. Let me pause right now, and you know what? Let me finish this, and then I'll go look for it after I finish this tweet. Alright, So where I made reference to Tyler Perry and said, okay, you know, if you want your type of group to be recognized, you're gonna have to do it yourself, because they're not gonna promote your side. You're gonna have to promote your side. And this is what happened to Tyler Perry in a way. There's a video that I have on PYTE where I talk about Tyler Perry's achievement, his background, and you know, things like that, how he made it where he is now. Is that Hollywood was not opening the doors for him. So he created his own table, similar to what Meghan said. If they don't invite you to the table, you create your own. And this is what Tyler Perry have done, and that other Asian actor, and I sort of make reference to it. Let's continue. The Paley Center is the world's leading non-profit cultural institution dedicated to preserving our media history and exploring media's powerful shaping influence on culture and society. Proceeds from the Paley Honors support the organization's educational programs and the ongoing preservation of the Paley archive to ensure the institution's mission lives on during the crucial time in media history and for future generations to come. Another thing that crossed my mind as I read this is that when you look at Hollywood and many major successful things that with sports, let's say the PGA and Hollywood and you name it, other PGA meaning for golf kind of thing, I sort of report on it. YouTube had an issue because I literally raised the intent of what these people were trying to do. I read between the lines. YouTube had issues with that particular video. Is that they are really destroying what makes America great. From Hollywood, you see the BS that's going on. From sports, the PGA, they try to buy out the big major names of golfers. You know, they create the other ones, and I was sneezing. While I pause, I look for the tweet that I was talking about. There it is here. I'll come back to it in a few. But the thing that I was saying with the PGA and the Middle East, try to create what did they call it? I forgot. Something live, something like that. I forgot the name. But I did create a video about it. I don't know if it's still up or if YouTube had made me put it down. Take it down. Is that the fabric that make America what it is? The movies, the media, and all of that. They're destroying it one by one, and I call it out the moment that I saw it. So when Tyler Perry, when they were rejecting Tyler Perry realized, hey, they're not gonna give me a seat at the table. Let me create my own. Where he created his own studio and what do you call this? And in Georgia, I think it's in Georgia. Okay, so he has helped many other people, young upcoming actors, producers, you name it, help them to make their dream come reality. Okay, so now he is being recognized. And what I was reading, what here that says to preserve, where is it? Here. To preserve our media history and exploring media's powerful shaping influence on culture and society. This is very powerful. You see how public school in the US is trying to destroy the schooling system. They're not really teaching people about their history. Okay, African American history is pretty much the fabric of the foundation of the US. But they're not teaching it. And you see what's happening now in my lifetime, how many people are misguided. They don't know. They're cheering for mediocre. Alright? So it's almost the same thing that was happening in the UK, which I used to call out. And it's happening here too. You see them cheering and clapping for mediocre. But anyway, I could go on and on with this. Let me finish. Okay, proceeding of Paley on. I think I finished read it, right? All right. Exploring and shaping influence on culture and society. Proceed from the Paley Honors support the organization's educational program and the ongoing preservation of the Paley archive to ensure the institution mission lives on during this crucial time in the media history and for future generations to come. It's very powerful. Where there's one video that I did, and for some reason, I do not know why, she plays in actually and with Tom Cruise as well in Mission Impossible. I believe she's a Brit, and one of her parents is from somewhere in Africa. I used to think she's Asian for some reason, but there was something that came up a while back, and she was dissing. I don't remember what it was said, but what she said, but I was sort of upset about her for dissing whatever that was there before her. It was African American who allowed her to be able to be in the position that she was in. And I did the thumbnails. I remember the thumbnails very well. There's the red carpet, and I put silhouettes of past actors, African American actors, who pretty much laid the foundation for her. Go watch that video. I don't remember what I said and what she said as well, but I remember making reference to it because the foundation was set for her, but she came in, and again, I really don't remember what she said, but I felt like it was very disrespectful to those that was there before her. Okay, there's Harry and Meghan during the Tillman Award. Okay, so I read that, and it continues. That's from Paley Center, which I read already. The Paley Center for Media announced today that it will honor the visionary actor, writer, director, producer, studio owner, and philanthropist Tyler Perry at its highest anticipated fall gala in Los Angeles, the Paley Honor. All right, so there's no comment. Let's go into it. I think I read that tweet already. Yeah, it's pretty much that. There's a link here, and they tag Tyler. Congrats, Tyler. Tyler Perry gets honored so much, I'm starting to think his middle name might actually be award ceremony. Hey, he worked his butt off. People recognize his hard work. Okay, congratulations, Tyler Perry, and there's all that. Thumbs up, congratulations. Next tweet. He worked his butt off for that, to be recognized, and he wasn't doing all his hard work. Wasn't to receive award. His hard work because he's passionate about the thing he was doing. It just happened. People recognize it and want to show him that his hard work is worth what it is. Oh, where am I? Oh, I went to the, how do you call this, to the let's go back. So that's that 68. Okay, see, I almost messed up. I went to the, for the next video that I'm supposed to do, one of the links in the one column. So that's the one that I just did, is it? Yes, I just did that, and there's the retweet. Okay, next one, and this is my last one. Looks like I did it twice, or someone did it twice. That's the one I just did. Okay, I just don't want to repeat myself. Next tweet, and this is my last one. The Sussexes are part of the tribute committee for Tyler Perry's Paley Center honor celebrity. All right, the tickets are let's pause this. The tickets are hella expensive, so I don't believe the rotten British media will make it. The squad always doing some sort of a shade. It's too expensive for them, so they're not gonna come. There's the clap here, thumbs up. Let me see, there's 2 comments. Okay, they have months to save money. There's the laugh, meaning lots of the fake stories and fake sensational headlines about guess who, Harry and Meghan, of course, during the 3 dead months. There's the rolling eye, some many mute challenge and coming. There's the squad saying there's gonna be some mute challenges. Okay, our plates breaking already at KP. December 4 can come soon enough. What on earth is that? Paley Center honor. Okay, you Yanks like your awards, don't you? Hey, we like to recognize hard work. I'm gonna respond that, and then I'm gonna black. Let's see here. Okay, so there's my response here. Yet here you are. You know you love these Yanks. That's why you're here. We love people who work hard for what they have. His hard work is being recognized. Unlike the UK, we lift each other up. We don't rip people apart for doing good things. Maybe you could learn a thing or two. Alright, so let's reply to this. And then just black. Alright, so that's that. There's no more comment. And I think I'm done with my list.
A few moments later.
I completely forgot to come back to this tweet, which I made reference to when I was doing the other video. So I'm gonna insert it. So this is the tweet that I said I was gonna cover, where I made reference to Tyler Perry. Okay, so this is Nancy Wang Yen who tweeted that. Let's go into it and then I'll read my comments. Okay, when Manny Jacinto's scene got cut from the Top Gun Maverick, he said, quote, "It kind of fuels you because Tom Cruise is writing stories for Tom Cruise. It's up to us Asian American people of color to be that for ourselves. We can't wait for somebody else." And this is where I responded. Okay, he's 100% correct. Example, Tyler Perry. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Plenty have put their feet in the fire already. Take what work and improve on them. Move forward with respect and lift the ones that are behind you. You got the feeling of how it feels to be in that situation. Have a mission. And this is a link of Tyler Perry. 3 people liked it. Okay, Tyler Perry is a history-making media mogul, but he says he understands why Hollywood doesn't treat him as such. Quote, "I clearly believe that I'm ignored in Hollywood for sure," Perry told Gayle King of CBS This Morning in an interview that aired Tuesday, and that's fine. That was back in 2019. Is that the one? No, that's not the one. Okay, so that's an ad, and this is him. Hollywood needs to cast this many and everything. All right, so that's him. And then that was it. That was the part that I wanted to share with you. And there he is here. I want all of Manny's stories. His stories are on fire. There's that. And he's 1000% correct. Listen, we need better pipeline of support. Many of us, if we're not white, okay, and male, you pretty much are in the chopping block for these people's eyes. They only know themselves. We could learn something from them. The same way that I've said about the Jews. We could learn from them as well. The minute the smear campaign about Jews the minute it started, they shut it down. We could learn from that as well. When they start saying BS about your cultures or whatever, you shut them down. When you're writing your stories, if you don't promote yourself, who's gonna promote it for you? Okay? So that's that. Okay, I'm gonna insert it in that video. Let's go back to the original recording. So let's do a prayer of thank you. All right, for how should I put it? Thank you, prayer for recognize. I don't know. Let's see what happened. Recognition of good souls. Okay, let's see. Prayer for recognition of good souls. Okay, I don't know. Prayer for recognition of good soul. Let's see if there's an image. I haven't done this in a while. Let's pick something here. I don't want it to be long. I'm leaning toward this and that. Let's do this. Okay, spiritual communion prayer. My Jesus, I believe that you are present in the most holy sacrament. I love you above all things. I desire to receive you into my soul. Since I cannot at this moment receive you sacramentally, come at least spiritually into my heart. I embrace you as if you were already there and unite myself wholly to you. Never permit me to be separated from you. Alright, so I said this one as well. So in praying for the lost, we need to pray to God so that the lost person is saved, and at the same time battle against the devil so that the lost person is delivered from the deception of the devil. All right, so that's that. I don't know what to write about it. I guess prayer for thanks. Let's say prayer for thanks. Let's see something. All right. If I don't see anything in the front page, I'll come back. Okay, so there's this here. Here are some examples of prayers of thanks. Thank you, Lord, Thank you, Lord, for the blessing you have bestowed on my life. You have provided me with more than I could ever imagine. You have surrounded me with people who always look out for me. You have given me family and friends who bless me every day with the kind words and action. Okay, a simple prayer of gratitude. Thank you, Lord, for the blessings you have bestowed on my life. You have provided with more. Okay, so it's repeating the same thing as that. So that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that's it. So that video that I made public before I started recording, 45 people have seen it. Let's refresh and see if anything more. So that's it. Thank you for watching.